Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. I'm Duke Skyloafer. I've got Store Papa and none of in the Discord audio here. I'm not sure why, but my station appears to be moving on its own, and I say appears to be because I don't think it actually is moving. I think there's some sort of a weird desync happening, because if I get in to the cockpit, it is not moving at all. And it says 0 meters per second. But if I get out, it appears to be moving. But if I float up and turn dampeners off, so I'm not damped to it at all, oops, it is definitely not moving. Only if I'm standing on it does it appear to be moving. Oh, now it's done. Okay. Nope, it's doing it again. So that's just kind of fun. I don't know if I'm moving. Maybe my character is sliding. Maybe that's what's going on. Because then every so often he jumps back to where he was. So yeah, so that's fun. So, I did a little bit of stuff off screen. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. I got a little bit more uranium. But also, I threw a welder on the top of the ship here and welded up 4 jump drives. So it's got some jump drives now, which is going to help with the moving around even while I'm getting the ship put together. So I want to get the reactors on, and I'm going to turn on, actually I'm going to turn on all the reactors, even the ones that aren't needed, and let the batteries just turn off for now. We'll just run off reactors and let the jump drives all charge up. Did I leave any? So today what we're going to do is, oh, here we go, recharge on, and you're on. Okay. So today what we're going to do is hopefully finish up this dropship looking thing here. The Welcome Wagon. I think it's got enough jump drives, at least for my purposes, because it'll be a bit lighter once it's detached from the rest of the ship. We'll get some thrusters on it and get some hull around it and get some gyroscopes in it, and I think that might be all we need. Let's see. So we got the hydrogen tanks. We got the reactors and the jump drives. Thrusters we don't have yet, so I want to put a defensive block on it too. So let's get rid of this welder here. It's going to be an awkwardly shaped vehicle, but that's okay. Probably going to move all of the controls that I set up over here and move them onto whatever seat I end up putting over here. Yeah. That's okay. Alright, I want to finish welding up this one, which I think it was making the components for last time. So, none of I haven't heard from you yet. What are you up to today?
Not much. Just coming up with what to do.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to decide what to do. Let's get rid of these signals. I'm trying to decide what to do next. Alright, so let's say that I succeed in the dropping of the welcome pod on at least one planet, which is the goal now. What's the next thing that I do? And I don't mean in Space Engineers, I just mean in general. You know, usually when I finish a goal in Space Engineers, I start looking for a new scenario to do. And, why did I just hear a noise? swear if I'm about to get shot. Okay. Might have just been in my headphones. Usually I start thinking about what's the next scenario that I'm going to build for myself or challenge myself with, and I haven't come up with anything yet. I kind of want to do something on the Earth-like planet because it's been a really long time since I've been on the Earth-like planet. Except for that one time when I rode the top of your ship to the Earth-like planet briefly, and I don't even remember why.
I think that was just to see if it would belly flop.
Oh yeah, that was a thruster test, that's right. But yeah, I haven't actually done anything. I think it would be fun to do maybe like a, not exactly a hardcore survival, because you can't really do that on Earth-like, because you can just stand on Earth-like with your helmet open and survive. But add in some more challenges. Just kind of enjoy living. Enjoy living on the planet, I don't know if that would be a fun thing to actually stream, though.
Well, could throw some more challenge into it, like trying to use rovers as much as possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could do.
Rover base.
Could do that.
Then to throw on top of that, use industrial overhaul. So it's going to be a really big rover.
Oh, okay. So I tried industrial overhaul once, and I was like, this is sadistic. This is like way too much. And then just trying to find all of the different ores. Like, I like a challenge, but it just seemed like so much of my time was spent just ferrying ores back and forth and setting up, complex chains of machinery. And I don't know, like on paper, when I describe it, that sounds like a fun thing to do in Space Engineers, but to me, actually doing it just seemed way more busy work, kind of a thing. I don't know, like it wasn't a fun kind of challenge to me. But I know other people like it, so I'm not disparaging it, but
I'm raising my hand.
Could simplify industrial overhaul with like what's the assembler queues mod?
Yeah, maybe. What were you saying, Store Papa?
I'm raising my hand as you're saying that, because it's that is the environment that I love. But yeah, I mean, famously, somebody reviewed me doing it one time and said you have to be wired a certain way to like that. Plus, I'm retired early, so I've got time to fill.
Sure, that makes total sense. Like, kind of Joshi did like I don't know how many episodes of playing a world with that, and he made some incredible things. And hold on. First off, hi John, welcome to the thing. Hi Joe. Joe says he thought it was too simple and easy. I mean, honestly, from a certain perspective, I think that's true. Because it is very like, everything gets a little single use, and so it's not necessarily complicated. I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like, it's complicated in some ways, and then in other ways the decisions are taken away from you. But it just like you said originally, if I wanted to do like a rover scenario or something like that, you'd have to put a lot on the rover. Whereas I think vanilla Space Engineers is very simple with its one refinery, one thing that refines and one thing that assembles everything deal. But it does make building like all-in-one vehicles easier or possible.
Or continuing with the playthrough model of the welcome pods, do a scarce resources playthrough. You have to visit every planet, or you can't build everything.
But you've played this game enough to know that Earth-like planet, if you start in a rover going down to the planet, how long will it take you to get up into orbit? You can do it in a few. Yeah, you do it in a few minutes.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
My usual playthrough start is the moon pod, and I just yeet myself onto Earth-like and go from there.
Yeah, the trick is with the scarce resources, because I have done that before. The thing is, like, you do have to still get to the moon or something to get gold for jump drives. I think it's the moon. Maybe it's asteroids, but I'm pretty sure it's the moon has gold, asteroids have silver, and then alien planet has uranium, Mars has platinum. I think that's what it is. But so it's like it's easy to get up into space, but then you still have to, like, survive long enough to slow boat your way to the moon, get gold, then get back, or refine it in space or whatever. So there's still a little bit of a challenge, but it's not a huge challenge.
Then to keep it interesting, you throw in reavers.
Yeah, that does make it interesting because it means you're trying to build things up on a planet, or just any sort of, like, MES type mod. You're building things on a planet where you don't have access, like magnesium is not super abundant, so I wouldn't be opposed to it. I'm trying to remember, actually, the first Space Engineers I did on stream like 2 years ago might have been scarce resources. And it just didn't really come up because everything I built was I just used what was available on Earth. And then went to Mars and then corrupted my save. So
now we have the automations DLCs, so we could fight reavers without magnesium. Just sling missiles at them.
True. Alright, so I got that going. I should probably start filling these. Actually, I'm not gonna. Oh, you're probably filling already, these tanks, aren't you? Very, very slowly. We're gonna stop that for a moment. I need to think about the thruster situation here. This is important. So I could do thruster out the back. This isn't going to be airtight or anything, so I could do two big thrusters out the back.
Low.
I could put two on the front of these hydrogen tanks. I gotta figure out how top and bottom thrusters are gonna work. I could have done these things as the junctions. Could have done those things as the junctions. And then would have been able to go up and down. I had a comment on a video that I'd swing the camera around too much. And I agree with that person because sometimes it throws me off. But sometimes I have my mouse sensitivity up way high and I forget about it. So I have a button to slow that down. So I'm going to try and be more conscious of that. I could maybe do... I don't really know that I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. If I got all these reactors, I could probably do a little bit of ion thrust as well. Maybe I'll do top and bottom. I'll do forward and side hydrogen, top and bottom ion. Maybe. That'll work.
Remember when your jump drives are recharging, you might be paralyzed.
Yep. F's in chat. You guys can't see that because it's blurred. Unless you're in the server. F's in chat. That was in the game chat. Yeah, that's true. Potentially, if I'm hovering above a planet, I may not want my down thrust to go away. So maybe we will just, I could build a little, off the top of the hydrogen tank, I could build a couple going up. That'll work. My day's going pretty well, Joe. It's been a pretty good week. Hey, Rumble Strip, good to see you. Yeah, let's put these big thrusters on. Actually, they're not going to fit with the way I've got this. Are they? This is going to be awkward. See, now my mouse.
Energy critical.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Turn my mouse way down, and now the cursor is really slow. That's cool. I'm glad you popped in to say hello. All right, so let me get okay. So mouse speed there. This is the really fast mouse speed. This is the one I was using. So how about halfway in the middle? And I'll just try not to look around too fast. All right. I think the majority of the jitters happen when I lift my mouse up and move it down somewhere else. All right, so thrusters. Thrusters. Put a thruster there. Boom. Put a thruster there. So plenty of stopping power. I don't know what the front of this thing is going to look like. Could be interesting. Then we'll do little thrusters on the side here. This is not going to be my most beautiful looking ship. Oh, when I disconnect it, I'm going to fry the side of the station, aren't I? Yeah. Yeah, not really much I could do about it, I guess. Alright, so if I was going to put the rear thrusters basically let's see, we could go, man, I really wish I'd made this block a junction right here with the thing sitting on it. I guess I could rebuild that. Oh no, it's got all those things on it. It's fine. Hey Russell, how you doing? Welcome. I think I might go here. Yeah, I think I'm going to try this. We're going to go tube curved. We'll go like this. And then like that. And then we'll put our thruster right there. And then probably do the same thing on the other side, but I got stuff in the way at the moment. Oh, see, now that's what I like to hear. Watching and playing with kittens, that is the best. We had a, one of our guinea pigs passed away over the weekend. And it gave me a good opportunity. I had the ashes of my cat who died at the end of last year. I've had them in the house. It was a good opportunity to finally dig a big hole and bury both of them and put a nice little grave marker in the backyard. So, and then the reason I thought of that, of course, is because then my kids are like, well, is it time to get a new kitten? Is it time to get something else? And the answer is no. Not yet. Still have one remaining guinea pig and one remaining cat. Let's see. I could... Let's disconnect this. That's still connected there, right? Yeah. Let's disconnect this. We could reconnect into the side of the big thruster. Right, if that's there, yeah, we're going to have to move all this.
Inventory full.
Oh, no. And there goes that. Inventory full. Okay. Alright. So, I want this to be like that. Well, don't tell my kids. They'll be asking you to ship them to my house. Okay. There we go. How did I do on uranium? Seem to still have a lot of uranium. Yeah, it's going to take a very long time to refine all that. I do love that large grid miner. It has a ridiculous amount of capacity compared to the small grid miners that I'm used to. I know I said I know I already said it once, but when you guys suggested I build a large grid miner, you were right. All right, so if I put this right here. Okay, so I may... Yeah, so what we're going to do is when we eventually detach this thing, we're going to have the station move away from the ship. Because I'm pretty sure the ship is going to, like, obliterate the station when it disconnects. Or at least, you know, some parts of it. Just have to make sure all these thrusters get turned off. Let's see. How do I want to reconnect the conveyor up for now? I want to go, like, into the side of this thing, so... boy, that's going to be a windy, snaky thing, isn't it? I don't have any ports on this side. Oh, I got that. Oh, you know what? Here, let's do this. Did that all just go into that welder? It did. Of course it did. Alright, where's components? Get out of there. There we go. Okay. So we'll just cut this back. Gotta go back a ways.
Inventory full.
Okay. There we go. Alright, is that one thing still there? It is. Okay. Luckily those weren't super important components that I just lost due to gravity. Let's see. We're going to have to go around this. Yeah, okay.
Just funny, everyone just accepts that those are gone now.
Yep.
It's like they're 100 meters out. They just stop.
I ain't going
Base
to get
has
those.
drag now.
I'm not going to get them. It was just iron. A little bit of nickel. I got plenty. Oh, I could go into the bottom. Let's do that. Okay, how are we lining up here like that? And then that. Like that. Will that do it? No, that will not do it. How did I mess this up here? These are already aligned? Oh, cool. Okay. Let's take this up. That. There we go. Alright, let's turn... Oh, whoa boy, let's turn all these thrusters off so that we don't end up burning ourselves. if I get this one thruster put together, then we'll be reconnected to the grid here. Okay. And yeah, then I'm just going to be... Let's see, we're already reconnected, so I could take this off. I think what I'm going to do while I'm waiting for stuff to build here... We are already reconnected there, so I could sever this. And instead put it here. This is my safety net. And a little extra steel plate for you. Okay. Looks like all the jump drives are charged. That's good. Alright, so I could place this big old thruster. Yep. Nice. Cool. Then we could start building around this. I think I'm going to just build up all of these thrusters and stuff for a little bit. Actually, let's think about how we want the vertical thrust to look. We could go... Let's see. Well, if we want, let's see, we got 6 thrusters on each side. If we wanted 6 on top, that's really just 3. We could do 3 vertical thrusters pretty easily. In fact, we could put them like... That should stick. We could go... Put a junction there. And go, T. Put the T in the... Nope, wrong way. Yeah. If I wanted to spend the time building a welder ship, it would help, but yeah. So there we go. So we'll have 3 up on that side. And then let's get this welded up down here. Where's the thing? Yeah, I feel like I would probably spend the majority of the stream building a welding ship. And then, when I could have spent the majority of the stream just welding up the ship, so... If I weren't... So I'm really trying. I'm trying to get this done today. So that in the next stream we could make an attempt to drop a welcome pod. That's the plan. In theory. Can you put... Let's see. Oh, can I put the ship on a piston and push it away? Yeah, I could. That seems more complicated, given that the station also has thrusters and could just move itself away from the ship. So... It only needs to move a little bit out of the way. You know, enough so that when the ship moves, it doesn't, burn, you know, the cargo and stuff. Which shouldn't be too bad. Take like a minute. All right. Now I want it to be that way. Then T, and then another T. Okay.
Energy low.
$84 components. Jeez, what are we missing here? Really glad that the assemblers are so fast. Alright, so that'll be that. Then we'll do thruster, thruster, thruster. I mean, I could even do another one off the thing here, but I think this will be enough if we do it on both sides. So there'll be 6 in each direction. Yeah, that'll work. Junction. Junction. Mm-hmm. All right. I don't think the thrusters are going to take all that long to do, but we'll see.
Energy critical.
It's always critical with around here. There we go. Yeah, where's the thing at? I don't know what the outside is going to look like. Now that you guys had me talking about a rover, that does sound like a lot of fun. I feel like I haven't done a lot of rover-related stuff in a long time.
There are some people that just love rovers more than the flying ships.
Yeah. I think they, I'm not quite sure why I've mostly been doing flying ships. I mean, obviously in space. But, I don't know. Yeah, that's a good, I think I might do that. I might come up with some sort of a scenario where rovers are either required or just, that'll just be the thing I do. By convention.
Flying rovers are still a thing too.
Oh, my rovers fly all the time. All the time.
Without landing unless you want them to?
I
We did
mean,
it about 2 years ago. We built a rover in orbit and sent it down to the planet.
one of my more popular videos on the channel that people seem to like to go back to is my first episode on the planet Helgen, the modded planet Helgen. And the way we got there was we built a rover at an asteroid base and launched it at a planet. And I seem to recall there was some sort of a fever dream about it smashing into an asteroid along the way, and then we rebuilt it to basically be attached to just a literal jump drive with a seat. But, Yeah, then we ended up dropping it onto the planet from orbit and detonating the jump drive in space. And then landing in the middle of a massive lightning storm and just desperately trying to repair it while it's getting all of its parts blown off. It was fun.
So glad they fixed lightning.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, in that particular scenario, yes, I'm glad they fixed lightning. But in that particular scenario, like that was the challenge. Was every so often ridiculous, dangerous lightning storms happen.
I think the best part of rovers is we built one in orbit and had our best pilot fly it down to the surface. When it landed successfully, we switched drivers. The next driver drove it about 20 meters and all the wheels exploded.
Yes, well, of course. That's just natural. Large. 1, 2, 3. And then smalls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't queue up more items than that, I just realized. I have no idea how many thrusters I just queued up. Guess we'll find out. Helgen was good after I finally got established. It was really rough going at the very beginning.
Well, the best part.
Yeah. I mean, it is. Like, that's one of the weird things about space engineers is that the beginning is always a challenge. Even if you've done it a million times, you know what to do, you're just going through the motions, it still can be a challenge. Then you get into the late game when resources are abundant, and then the challenge is different.
Now what?
Yeah. Right. Then the challenge is, what do I do next? All right, I think I held off on filling these tanks because I wasn't entirely sure this was where they were going to stay, but now that they are here, I'm gonna go ahead and fill them. They're going to fill very, very slowly. But that's okay. I don't need them to fill quickly.
And usually what's next after that is you add a bunch of NPC mods. They see your 200,000 PCU base and end your playthrough.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where MES is the best equalizer for people that build big things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, build as big as you want. Just realize some neighbors might not like it. It's like an HOA.
Yep, and that's exactly what happened. Ships that would just pass overhead, after a while, they'd start flying lower and lower until eventually they, decided they wanted to get a very close look.
They go from small grid ships to drone hive queens.
Some of these are on.
Done a touch and go on Alien. Done Earth.
I was trying to figure out. I thought I have been to every single planet, and I don't have the perk, or not perk, the
achievement.
Yeah, the achievement.
Huh.
And I was trying to figure out, like, which one have I not been to? Because I swear
That's the bad thing. It doesn't tell you. You got to go around
Right.
again.
Yeah, I think the moons count. So just
Dude,
any gravitational body.
I've definitely been to every single big planet. I think I've been to every big planet on stream. And I know I've gotten ice from Titan. No, from Europa, I mean. I swear I've been to Titan. But that's the only one I could think of that I have no exact memory of going there. So, I don't know, that might end up being my, where I dropped the first welcome pod. Just because that might be the one that gets me the achievement. You don't have to do them all in one save, right?
No, it's any playthrough.
Yeah. I thought so.
And you don't even have to land on the planet. You just have to touch the gravity well.
Yeah. Which we're going to do to drop the pod. So. All right. So let's grab you and you. All right. Yeah, so hopefully I can, if I guess correctly, I might finally get that achievement. I had assumed that I had it because I thought, how could I have possibly not been to every single planet? Do you have to do it in, like, unmodded worlds or anything? Is there any other caveat like that?
No, what you have to do though is you have to be in the gravity well. You can't remote control yourself into it.
Yeah.
So skim the gravity well, hit it, fly out to help the next one in.
Different achievement for that in some scenarios.
Which
Yeah,
is,
I mean that's, and then you've got the whole, the planetary bombardment with the veteran engineer suit.
which is which one? What do you do? Wait, what? I'm so confused. You have to bombard, you have to throw yourself at the planet or something, or?
No, you have to throw something down to destroy a pirate base down at the bottom of the planet without you going into the planet's gravity well.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
the learning to survive scenario.
Yeah, and then do it without dying the entire sequence. I mean, it's fun, especially when you got a new player.
Gotcha. I know what you're talking about now. I wanted to get that achievement, and I started learning to survive, and then decided it was really boring, and then never finished it.
Well, that's why you have to get a rookie with you. And then you bask in their newness. Have you done the frostbite scenario?
Nope.
That's another one you could stream.
That's true.
4 people.
That is true.
Have you decided if you're going to do the next stream live or recorded?
I think if it's on a live public server, I'll probably never stream on a live public server again. There are just too many challenges involved there.
Energy low.
Any Space Engineers that's either on a private server or just a single player game, I will definitely stream it. Streaming is easier because there's no editing. And as long as I don't do anything stupid that needs to be edited, then I never have to edit it.
The stupid things are what I keep and edit the dull stuff out.
Exactly.
Isn't that what people want to see?
I mean, that's generally what you can. If you look at if I want to know where the dumb things happened in the episodes, I could just look at the chat rate throughout the episode. Everybody says things when I do something dumb. It's getting a bit soupy here. My character is not responding well to movement commands anymore. What are you guys doing?
Your
Like,
ping has shot up to 367.
yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. Suddenly on par with Bolt.
I wonder what he's up to these days.
Probably super busy on the server just with the latency. We haven't seen him log on yet.
That is funny on several levels. That's his stealth power. Latency.
I think he might be playing either single player or playing on a different server because I think Discord said he's been playing Space Engineers for a while.
Not to toot your own horn, so I will do it for you.
Yeah, go
when
for it.
you were unavailable. Oh, well, thank you, sir. How modest of you.
Uh-huh.
When you were unavailable the other day for personal reasons, I was the only one on the server.
Oh, wow.
The week before, it was a struggle to get on the server because it was full. How much your presence just impacts NA6 is shocking.
You know, I picked this server because there was like, out of all the servers, this one had like nothing on it fairly consistently. And I'm assuming that the the popularity now is not because of me, but just because other people noticed it's a less populated server. But I agree. I'm going to choose to believe that this is entirely because of me. I may have to do a reconnect and see if this is
You've gotten even higher.
yeah, it's getting a little bit dangerous where I feel like I might smash into something and die. I'm jumping all around. Yeah, I just flew out. Yep. Well, I said I wanted an extra challenge.
And OBS or Streamlabs?
No, OBS is perfectly fine. Yeah, come on. No. OBS, as usual, is streaming up at 14 megabit.
I love when you get that message from YouTube. Slow it down, buddy.
I tested a lot of different bit rates to see what was going to work best, and I don't know. This one seems to be a decent enough compromise. I think I'm gonna hop in the, if I can get my character. Oh, why did as I flew toward the station, its own thrusters thrusted away from me? That's not good. Why are you on? Why is there a thruster on? Hang on. Let me fix this first. There we go. Don't want to be wasting my hydrogen just yet. Yeah, I might do a quick relog here. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna put on the pause screen for just a second and check something on the computer. Just make sure it's not doing this isn't the computer doing something dumb. All right.
Yeah, Windows just decided to defrag your solid state.
Might have. Am I not? There we go. There we go. All right. No. Not any better. Not any
Honestly,
better.
it could be the server. When I logged in a little while ago, I got a message about rubber banding and a ping rate of 180.
Yeah, well, we'll deal with it. Let's see. Hey, Miles, are you on the server right now? That's who's, I don't know if that was a global chat or not, but that was who just popped up on the side of the screen. Someone who joined the Discord the other day. Yep. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this is going to be a very fun challenge if I need to maneuver at all while this is going on. Let's see, did I... Yes, okay, let's do that. What am I holding on to? That's so... Why do I have extra parts? Here, you take my extra parts. There we go. Didn't I tell you to make me all my parts?
Bill Planner lies.
A good machinima series. You know, I don't... One of the interesting things about Space Engineers is that you'd think it would be, like, really perfect for true machinima, but I think really only Splitsy has done it. You know, like Captain Jack does a, like, somewhat scripted, but still not entirely scripted thing, you know, which is just, you know, edited play footage, you know, whereas like that, I don't remember what their series was called that Splitsy did way back before he was the tutorial guy. That was like true edited machinima. That is not something that I would have the time or the patience to sit down and do.
Something echoes.
Yeah, something like that. Light echoes.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for subscribing, Mike. Oh yeah, that's right. Wasted and Shack and Morphologist had a kind of a machinima type series way back in the day. Like before the graphics update. I don't even know if all of it is on YouTube. Okay, I'm going to wait. Light Echoes was pretty good. I don't remember what happens in it, but I remember thinking it was entertaining. Entertaining enough. I think they wanted to do more of that, if I recall, and they just ended up getting sidetracked with other, like, more fun, like, non-machinima, you know, type things.
I mean, if you're considering other titles, how far have you gone in Factorio?
Factorio, I have never played. I've played Satisfactory. Not a lot, though. You know what I like is, I want to do more, City Skylines. I'm actually thinking of going back to the first City Skylines, although the second one has gotten some updates. It might be good.
I rewatched your the series that you have on that. It was interesting. Pre-City Skylines 2 coming out.
Mhm.
Watching your optimism.
Yeah, I was really very hopeful for it, and boy, it did not. It was a. I had a kind of a rough go of like Starfield and City Skylines 2 coming out at like around like almost back to back, and being so excited for both of those, and then you know both of them being fairly disappointing at first. Starfield is another one that improved a bit, but there's like something lacking. Like I keep going back to Skyrim for my you know, when I get the itch to do like a Bethesda game. And I was really assuming that Starfield was going to be like my, you know, Bethesda game going forward, but it lacks, because of all of the random generated stuff. I think it lacks, it feels empty. Like it, even though the, I guess ostensibly there's more content than Skyrim. I don't actually know if that's true. But like Skyrim just feels like you can walk out the front door and trip over content. And Starfield feels like you got to go out of your way. Like in Skyrim, you can walk out of the Helgen Cave and choose to follow the path, you know, that the game is kind of telling you to go, or you could turn just some other way and do whatever you want, and you don't have to do anything. And Starfield is like that to a degree, but like when I watched, I played Starfield on like the literal day it released. I was streaming it because I was so excited about it. Took a day off of work, and my boss was texting me. He didn't take a day off of work, but he was still texting me like, I just got to Jupiter. But when I saw Splitsy play, he did the exact same thing that I wanted to do, but held off doing because it was my first playthrough. He was like, I'm going to go off the beaten path and not follow and just see what's out there. And what's out there is nothing. It's just random POIs. And if you're extremely unlucky, you will find a POI with a terrormorph at it like I did in the playthrough that I didn't stream. And that's about it. Eventually you got to go back to your ship and go, somewhere else. So it's not quite the same thing. And I was really hoping mods would save it. And they just took so long getting the creation kit updated that I don't know, most of the mod authors, the big mod authors that were there originally left. The zeitgeist died down. They all went back to Skyrim or Fallout. So anyway, City Skylines 2 though. They have done a fairly decent job of continuing with updates and bug fixes, and I don't know. I haven't had a chance to play it since they put out their big economy fix and stuff. Plus, they have official mod support now, and City Skylines has always had a very passionate community. So anyway, I would like to get back to that. I would also like to finish Riven, the sequel to Myst, because that was the Myst series is one of my favorite. Like that was when I was a kid. Myst was the thing because I was not an avid gamer, and also I had a Mac growing up, and Myst was like the best-selling game for Mac until like I don't know 2006 or something like that. I don't know.
Until another game came out.
Oh, until The Sims, I think, came out for Mac. I believe is actually what happened. But
have you not played it long enough that you've forgotten, or are you going to find yourself on a cliff trying to solve a puzzle and you're like, I know this?
So here's what happened. So they just came out with the remake editions of Myst like 2 years ago, and then the remake edition of Riven. And when I played Myst, the remake, I was like, I always struggled with the game as a kid, and I eventually had to get like a strategy guide book from the store because we didn't have the internet yet. And the puzzles were just so dense to me, but they were fascinating. But I could never figure it out on my own without hints every so often. And so when I sat down to do the remake edition, thinking like it's going to be similar, right? Like I'm going to struggle with these, but just being an adult and not like a 8-year-old, 8-year-old, 10-year-old, 9-year-old, I don't know, whatever it was. It took me 4 hours and I beat the whole game. So, yeah, and like unlocked every single thing. And, I don't know, just, your brain gets better at problem solving when you're an adult, I think. And Riven, they changed a lot of the game because they built VR support into it. And because of that, a lot of the puzzles don't really make sense if you can... Like, the original game is a fixed viewpoint because it's pre-rendered scenes. And, they could force you to look at certain things from certain angles, and everybody sees the same thing. But when you're in VR, and you literally have full motion, and you could do whatever you want, like, some things just get, like, way too easy, so they... why was there just streaming near me, but not an unknown signal? Oh, there's somebody near me. I don't like this. I can see them jumping. There's a holographic Starship Enterprise off in the distance. That's hilarious. And I'm leaving. All right. Cool. Kind of close to some asteroids. I don't know how far I jumped either. That's funny. They weren't close enough for the sensor block to detect them. I don't even know if they detected me. They might have just been flying around. That, you know, I've noticed that the game is a lot more fluid now. I do wonder if somebody flying around with a giant hologram of the Starship Enterprise could have been having an effect on the server.
Or the closer they get, the muddier your game gets.
Yeah.
Using latency as a metal detector.
I just realized I don't have my colors selected. I should double check how far I just jumped. I don't even know. Oh, and signals are turned back on. Let's get those off the screen. All right. That is pretty funny. If they weren't flying around with a giant hologram of the Enterprise, I definitely would not have noticed them. You know, like the little streaming indicator kind of freaked me out, and that's kind of funny. I might jump again, just to get a little bit more distance. I have no idea how far I jumped, and I don't want the stream to know how far I jumped either. So we are going to. Do I have a button for this? Right? Blur the whole screen. Okay, good. Get a. Oh, actually, it doesn't even say how. It doesn't even say the full distance on the screen because it's cut off. Yeah, let's do another quick. Oh no, I can't jump. I'll tell another jump drive to jump. How about? Let's see. How about you? You'll be my backup jump drive. All right. And decrease and increase. I'm sure this is very exciting with the screen being very blurred, but give me a moment here. As I click furiously and then jump. And then we'll unblur. Boom, there we go. Okay. Now we should be sufficiently far away from that, and hopefully I didn't just jump into somebody else's backyard. All right. I'm going to add that one to the record books, that someone managed to get that close with a, I mean, it was probably like a spawn pod, and then they just threw a projector on it, but it's still pretty funny. Let's see. Let me look at my, nope. There we go. All right, we got the gyros. Don't have the seat yet. We got the thrusters. Let's do the seat and figure out the cryopod situation. I kind of think maybe it should just go like right there, right where the to-do list is. In terms of right here, I'm thinking the seat. I don't want the seat to be too far away from the back, so I think the seat's just going to sit right here. We'll do a. Let's see. Which thing we got? Control seat. I don't really need to see anything necessarily, so we could do a flight seat. I could do a cockpit. You know, maybe I'll do a cockpit so that if I'm sitting in it, I don't have to worry about hydrogen and stuff. Let's do a cockpit instead of a seat. Do it like that. Yeah, we'll do all right like that. There we go. It's funny now that I'm thinking about it that I jumped away from the person that looks like a Starship Enterprise but who is clearly not, when they almost certainly were just a person in like a brand new spawn pod, which means that they probably would have, for once, actually lost in a fight against me because I have some amount of defenses, for once. Actually, that leads me to an interesting question. I should put some turrets or something on this thing. Just to have a little bit of defense. Yeah, I'm going to throw some turrets on this ship too. Let's put... And I know exactly where they're going to go. The only remaining the only remaining up and down spots, which will probably be off near the tops of the thrusters in the back, and probably off, yeah, actually just probably off the ends of the thrusters. So, that'll work. That'll be enough. That will be enough. It's interesting, going back to the conversation about Wasted and them and the Machinima. Rumblestrip had said in the chat a while ago, like, Morph moved to Japan, and he's like one of the big Star Citizen streamers now, which is interesting. I have thoughts about that game. Not good ones. All right, let's see. I don't want to spend a lot of time on greebling, of course, but I do want to get spots for weapons. Do I want weapons on the side, or we think the top and the bottom is good? Top and bottom is probably good.
No need to waste time greebling. Just make your greebles structural.
Well, I guess. I mean, it's mostly going to be because I don't expect to last long in a fight. There's not going to be a whole lot of armor. There's going to be some, but this is a get in, get out kind of a ship. We get in, we get into position, we drop the pod. If no one's around or it looks safe, we could stick around, but we are immediately going to get back out of gravity and get ready to jump. And I would like to, ideally, I'd like to stick around long enough to actually see it activate. I think we would need to stay within, let's see. Well, if it's, guys, it depends on the planet. The antenna is set to 50 kilometers, so we'd have to stay within 50 kilometers of the surface. So if we're doing a moon, that's a lot easier to do. With a planet, I think we'd have to probably jump, like less than 10K, like straight up, right? Because it's like, like 35 something to the ground. Or do I have the scale wrong? Yeah, well, whatever, we'll figure it out. All right. I am missing some things. Here we go. I think I'm going to go ahead and weld these up and put the turrets on them now, just so that we have a little bit of extra defense while we're building, just in case. Then I need to make the defensive block somewhere, and then we'll start putting a little bit of armor around it. How many of these do I have?
And in some cases, greebles can be better than armor.
I could greeble with more gyroscopes.
I'm pretty sure target locking is, if your ship gets blown in half, the target lock is maintained based on the block count of the chunks.
So I could just release a much larger piece. Okay, so
if your ship gets blown in half and 3/4 of it goes drifting away, and you're main part of your ship is just fine, they're shooting the wrong thing.
Now my internet stream is finally seems to be taking a hit. It might catch up. It's it's variable all over the place right now. It keeps coming back up, but it's dropping. So like something's going on with my internet around here. I hope this isn't another one of those internet eventually goes out or becomes so unstable I can't do anything. Things. It's very annoying when that happens.
I am proud to announce that the last block of my starter ship has just been grounded.
Congratulations. Let's pour one out for the last block of your ship. Your starter ship.
Yeah, well, I mean, I like Frankenstein building in vanilla, so it's sad to see it go, but you know,
Mm-hmm.
sooner or later.
Yep. Let's see. If I move this connection to the side here, I could get a turret on the bottom. Actually, is that true? Yes, it is. Okay. Oh, what? There we go. Oh, I missed one. Well, that's why I had all those extra parts. All right. All right. I like where this is headed. This is looking good. Turret. Let's see. I think I'm just gonna do Gatlings. Yep. I should see how much ammunition I have sitting around. Too, that'd be good to know. Alright, none of these are going to get blown up by my own thrusters, right? Doesn't look like it. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Yeah, I kind of missed the server restarts happening at this time. Because
Energy low.
I might have to go take a break and refill my water. I'm going to go do that. I'm fairly certain I'm safe sitting around here, so I'm going to go hop in the cryopod and Just to be back in, like, I don't know, less than a minute. All right, I am back and hydrated. Well, at least I got water. Thank you. So, let me do my spiel. If you're liking the stream in real life, consider liking it in YouTube life to help with the algorithm, to help the algorithm recommend me to other people. I'd appreciate it. And if not, that's okay too, because also just being here and watching helps with the algorithm, so you're already helping if you can hear me right now. And of course, consider subscribing if you'd like to get notified when I go live. And if you have thoughts on what game I should play next, let me know. I will almost certainly start another Space Engineers scenario of some sort. And then I used to alternate it with another game all the time. That's the other thing about playing on a live server, is that there's like a pressure to keep coming back to it and not stay away too long. So it makes it harder for me to set a variable schedule. Boop, there we go. Though I did manage to take a 2-week-long vacation in the middle of this series, so that's something. Okay, I think all the turrets are up. I don't know that I actually have enough ammo to fill them all, so why don't we make a bunch of ammo? We need gamma Atling box, apparently is a thing that I said. Okay. All right. We need to put down... What's left? What's left on the thing here? Cryo. Okay, seat we got. Solar panels will go on the outside. Turrets we got. Defensive block. Let's do that. And then I think the... Let's see. I don't have a good symmetrical way to do this. I guess maybe I could put a defensive block and a timer. Yeah, why don't I do that? Then it'll at least be symmetrical. And I could use the timer to do... I don't really need a timer, though. Is it the defensive block or the offensive block that I've been using to... It's the defensive... No, it's the offensive block, right? Which one have I been using to detect things?
You've been using defense for your early warning alarm. Because it has an action bar for if it detects something rather than
right.
flying off and blowing it up.
Very good. All right, so let's throw in a defensive block. And we could just put it... You know what I'll do? I will leave that side. I'll put it on this side and leave the other side open as like a way to get in and out. Is this the... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Alright, so we have the defensive block. It's not going to do anything just yet. I'll have to program it. But we have it, which means I can get rid of the... I don't know why I checked the thing off. I'm just about to get rid of this thing. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should put a grav gen on here somewhere so that I could stand, not have to worry about falling over while I'm here, because there will be planetary gravity, and that might cause me to go a little bit wonky in terms of the direction that I stand. So yeah, I should put a grav gen on here.
You could use the gravity generator after you launch the probe to push it away slightly.
You know, someone mentioned that I could put an artificial mass block on the welcome pod, and then it would truly just fall out of the ship regardless of how close I am to... I wouldn't even have to go into the gravity well then. I could just point the bottom of the ship at the planet and let it go. Yeah, where would I fit? Let's see. I'm going to put the gravity... Whoops. I'm going to put the grav gen on the bottom, I think. Put it like right here. Hey, welcome to the stream. Is it Faye? Is that right? Yeah, let me look at the... Let me look at the welcome pod for a minute and see if I could figure out a place to put an artificial mass block, because that would be easier than having to dip into the gravity well, release it. Then I wouldn't even need to have that piston to give it a push, really. Although that might still be necessary, but maybe not is the thing. So, yeah, that might be worthwhile. Okay. Just doing a quick scan for any Starships Enterprise hanging around. Did these things pull ammo? Yes, okay, good. Alright, so... this is the bottom. And that means that... Well, one, I want you to turn off, but... we want the acceleration to be negative. Oh, no. Should have seen that coming. Fell off the ship. All right, let's look at gravity range and all right, so we could definitely bring this down a bit. Let's see here. All right, so I think we want this to be... Actually, 0.2 Gs sounds pretty good. We'll keep it at that. Field depth, we'll keep it to roughly just the interior of the ship. We'll make it a little bit lower, like that. Then we'll bring it in like this, so it'll be about that far. So we'll say, let's say 28 by 30, just to make it nice even, by 35. Then we'll keep this at negative 0.2. Oh, no, not negative 0.2. It's negative 0.2 meters per second. How about negative 2? That's about negative 20 Gs, which means we can get rid of that. And we can get you off of the screen. I cannot currently exit. There we go. For some reason, I could not get out of the ship.
Server's being a bit weird.
Yeah, it is. Getting a little concerned that I'm going to abruptly die for no reason. Let's see. So, I think we're probably at a state where I could start actually putting this thing together. What are those new passages called? They're not called passages.
Oh, corridors?
Yeah,
Corridors.
are they called corridors? Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Let's see. Are these in a group? No. Why would they be in a group? That would be too easy. Corridor, corridor light, corridor corner. Corridor corner, corridor light. That's what I want. Corridor light. Oh, wait. What does the corner look like? That's the light. That's the corner. Okay. There we go. That makes sense. Corridor corner, and then...
You want to do a search for passage.
Is it in the group with the passages?
Yes.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Oh, I think I put the corner upside down. Alright, well that's fine. I'm just going to grab the corridors that I need here. Alright, so corridor light. No, it's corner. Corridor light. Okay, so the light is that thing at the top, presumably. So we're going to put that there. Then we'll do a corridor corner, which needs to go that way, I believe, and I don't have a interior plate for it. Oh, actually, are there... What other kind of corridors do we have? Corner, TX, corner windowed side, double window, window roof, narrow. I'm going to go with actually a T instead of a corner so that I could put... have access to the cargo right there on the side in case I need it. And then a... continue with the corridor into... Actually, no, let's not even do that one. Let's just leave it like that. See, that's why I need the cargo access right there. I need to just make like 1,000 construction components. That's always what I'm running out of. Alright, so gonna need some interior light here after I get the thing fixed up. Let's see, we'll leave that as is. Alright. Let's just grab a bunch of steel plate and start shaping some stuff and see what we get. How many... Oh, I don't have a lot of steel plate, do I? I have 12. Maybe I should stop making components for a while. Hey, Soon. How you doing? I hope I remembered how to say your name correctly. No, not you, Siri. I'm not talking to you. Have a nice day, though. Always be nice to the robot. You never know, after the uprising, what's going to happen. All right. Oh, man. How much do I want to actually greeble here? We got to go... We definitely have to go up and over this thing. Like that. So we definitely have to do that. This area has to be a little bit bigger back here. We have to be down by the time we get to this thing. So... just kind of mapping some stuff out here. So around you, we need to be down because of the hitbox of the turret. Okay. All right. So then this could be higher up if we wanted it to be, but that's basically that's what we've got to work with there. And then like that. Boy, I feel like I'm going to leave the back of the ship extremely boring. It's just going to be kind of how it is. I don't know. Maybe I'll figure something out. All right, so to shape up this top part here, and then we could kind of slope this down, I guess. Because really... yeah, I think we got to go at least one more up. Then from there, we could start going this way. That's... yeah. I mean, that's a little bit low. We could... as long as we've got the space, we might as well keep the ceiling high for a bit. So we'll do that. We'll go one more. And then maybe after this, we'll start... because I think I want to go... well, you know what we could do is... maybe here we start... well, actually, I was thinking like around these. We could go like this. So maybe here... we could go... why doesn't that line up the same? Because it doesn't. Because that needs to go there. Then we could throw in... then we could just kind of do this. Maybe even all the way back. Yeah, because we don't need that to be... I feel like I might be inviting Clang a little bit here, but... whatever, I don't know how I'm going to get back here to weld all this up. Well, I guess like I just did. That would be how. Oh, actually. There's big welder arms right here. They might be able to weld some of this for me. Alright, so that'll kind of be the interior. I could have done that with... could have done some of that with the beam blocks. Nah, I'm going to leave it. Alright, so that needs to be like that. Or can be like that. So let's make this match the other side like this. And then I'm thinking maybe we go like this. Kind of stretch, to kind of bring that out a little bit over the top with a little bit of an overhang. Like this. And then we can slope this up. If we did... well, this will be an interesting little... actually, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to go around the thrusters. I may not. go around the thrusters. But what if we did something like... That'd be one of you. No, I need this guy, I think. That guy. So if we did that, we could go around... I don't have a good shape for you, do I? Yeah, I do. That's the shape right there. So we could do that, something like that. Might be good to fill in that space. Should I fill in the empty space or not? What could I use this space for? Yeah, I guess I will, because it'll, otherwise it's just more armor for the conveyors. So let's do that. Let's fill this in real quick. There we go. Just remind me that I have extra space there if I need to put something else in it. Now I'm looking around every so often for additional holographic starships. It's true. I don't know why I wrote that.
Energy low.
Yeah, it is, but that's... Energy is low because I'm getting tired. That's why. Boom. Take a sip of water. You know what I should do, actually, is grab a jump drive and set it up in here so that if I need to jump away real quick, I could just get in this cockpit instead of having to maneuver all the way over to the other one, since they're technically all the same grid still. Alright, so we know that we need... I'm going to leave that kind of... Let's see, what did I say? We're going to do that. Why did I do this? That doesn't make sense at all. This one... Well, I guess I don't really know what we're going to do going around the back there, do I? Let's leave that blank. Alright, so we know that we want to go... I could just mimic the inside on the outside and it would pretty much work. Yeah, we might be able to do... Well, we could stagger it too. We could do like long slopes and short slopes. Let's just do everything even at first, and then we'll greeble it up potentially later. Alright, so then we know that has to be flat. So we could put these guys here, leading down to there. And then I could just leave that like that. That doesn't have to slope into anything. Yeah, let's do that. Let's leave it like that. I guess this top part could have become... Oh, I gotta leave room for solar panels too. That was the other thing. That's the other piece of the puzzle here. So I could do... Because when I'm offline, I want... Yeah, we're going to shut everything down, and I want solar panels to basically run everything, so... I all the remaining functions. So we could go... I mean, I could make the top just really, really flat. Right? Like, I could make this middle row half blocks. I mean, it's not going to look great, but it will work. So, okay, so a lot of the stuff that I said I was going to do to make this look cool, we're not doing it. It's
Inventory full.
not going to look cool. But at least the fact that my inventory is full means stuff is going to fall into a ship and not out into space. Nothing is falling. Everything is sitting still. I just have too many steel plates. Give me put 50 of them in there. I did that backwards. Put 50. There we go. Alright, where did I leave those floating bits? There we go. I think that's all of them. Alright, and then we'll make some more floaty bits. Alright, so we're going to go solar. Do I have solar on that hotbar? No, I don't. That's not one of the things I keep on there, apparently. Alright, what do I need for you? Steel plate? Why can't I place you on here? I have plenty of steel plate. You should be able to sit. You should be able to sit here. Unable to place. Is it because we are... No, we should be far enough away. Oh, it doesn't actually... That's right. It doesn't actually have a thing on the side. That's why. Alright. Well, in that case, we need to give it a thing to attach to. Like... we'll give it something like this. Let's bring this all out to the front. Let's see where... I just died. Where did my body go? Did it fall out of the ship or did it land safely on the ship? I don't have the signals turned on. It is slowly moving away from the ship. Oh no, wait, that's my actual dead body. Yeah, I don't care where you go. You can go wherever you want. Alright, my backpack is on the ship, so that's good. Cool. Okay, well that was... Yeah, did you guys ever notice that you seem to die more frequently if you smash into a turret? I always smash into turrets and die, even when I'm not moving quickly. Everybody's sleeping. That's okay.
Yeah. That is how I died on one of the previous episodes.
I have fallen 400 meters off of a mountain and then stepped forward and died on a pebble.
I love space engineers. Alright, so... what if we... I guess we have to start this here. And then we can go... Doot. Doot. Doot doot. And should I continue it over the jump drives? I think I will. Doot. And... Doot. There we go. So now the ship should get plenty of solar power most of the time, except when the sun is directly in front of it. because we'll mirror the same thing on the bottom. So, let's see. That means I probably want to change this. I hope this whole thing isn't going to detach on me when I do this. It did not. No, not you. It is in this group. This guy. Here we go. We could maybe actually just keep that. Yeah, I might just keep this pattern going, except around there. So wait, what do I have? Oh yeah, this guy. We got this guy. We could go. No, not that guy. This guy. This guy right here. This is the guy right there. Then we throw one of these in here while I'm lagging and I can't place blocks. Oh, is this one of those things where the blocks are all suddenly going to appear all around me when the server catches up?
I don't know what lag I have, but everybody's ping is just, oh, it just came back up.
Yeah. I didn't pay my ping bill today. Alright, then what I want to do is grab these guys. Just give this thing a little bit more. Can't do it there, but just give this a little bit more to hold these things on. Alright, do I care about how that looks on the side right there? I don't think so. I don't think I do. Alright. Alright, so if we were to walk inside, casually stroll in the side door here, it will look like this on the inside. And the drop pod will fall out of there. Oh, you know what I never did? Is look at the drop pod to see where we could maybe get a... the whole bottom is just steel plate. Or, yeah, just, yeah, we could definitely put a mass block, artificial mass, in this spot if I could. What do I need? Steel plate? Yeah. Does this thing have an up or down? It doesn't matter. It looks the same every way. Boom. Now I'm kind of stuck. I could probably just turn on the welder, but... oh, I need superconductors. Boop. Makes this thing just a little bit more expensive, but that's okay. I should have known. Should have remembered that. Alright, and that little hologram could go away if it wanted to. But... alright, so we'll have to take a new blueprint of that. Which I will hopefully remember to do. And then, actually... let's do it. Let's do another test. Let's do a quick test. If I just launch this thing, if I disconnect it, it should fall onto the doors, and then I could take a blueprint of it, and then we'll just grind it down and build another one. Does it have... I don't think there was anything else that I did to it.
You don't have the antenna kicking on automatically at 50 kilometers or anything, right?
It kicks on automatically at nearly ground level. Basically. 25 kilowatt? That'll be okay. Ooh, you know what I'll do? Is... there is a... what does this thing have? Was it a sensor? Or was it... no, it's an event controller. Hang on. This thing has an event controller. When the altitude is at 250 meters, it does a bunch of stuff. So it turns the antenna on when it's just about to hit the ground. It also turns a bunch of lights on, turns the sensor on, and now it is going to take the mass block, which I hid accidentally from the toolbar. There we go. Event controller, altitude. It will turn the mass block off because it is using power, and it won't need to be using power. It's only a little bit of power, but every little bit helps when you're trying to have a thing, you know, exist for as long as possible, so. All right, how am I going to fit lights in here? I'll just stick them on the bottoms of these blocks. That'll be okay. In fact, I might make one right now because it's kind of dark. Let's see. Let's just do a regular. Oh, I don't like how the game just hitched up like that. Hang on a second. Quick space scan for holographic starships. All right. All right. We're gonna, just to be safe, we are going to do a quick blind jump. Just to keep on the move. Uh-oh. We may have a little problem. Slight problem. Yes, slight problem. I believe I may have some clang going on inside the, Now, I will say, I am a little bit, scared to get out of the ship. And attempt to fix this. Well, how close am I to asteroids here? Okay. This might be... Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. How quickly am I going... There we go. Okay. So, we have a slight problem, which is I need some tools. And the ship is rotating very fast, and also my tools are flying away. And, oh god, I'm going to die again. Yeah, I may have made a fatal error. Very fatal error. Yes, please attempt to respawn me here. Yeah, I may have made a fatal error here because I don't know that I can get close enough to grind down the block that I need to grind down without, because it's like,
Get your dampers relative as soon as you get close, and they should be good.
It's not, the ship is not moving. It is only spinning. Dampeners are on it. I mean, I guess it is technically moving a little bit, but I mean, it's not gonna blow up. I just don't know how to stop it. Okay. Let's see. Suggestions. Open to suggestions.
Have
Don't do
somebody
that
deliver
with
you a rifle.
I don't have a rifle. I lost it. Actually,
Have someone deliver a rifle. And
which body locate? Oh yeah, my bodies are all flying very, very far away, very fast, and I don't know which one is the one that has the rifle in it. Oh god, the server just threw the station at me. Well, I guess I will attempt to get in close enough on one of these spins to... I gotta disconnect... there goes my body. I gotta disconnect the... like the spot like right above, presumably, right above the... Man, it's just so...
Duke,
Yeah.
Shift K.
Shift K. Yeah.
Yeah. You have a remote control block on the station?
No. No, I do not. Doesn't even have an antenna.
I withdraw my suggestion.
Yeah. When I was on it, I tried... so all of the gyros are on override right now, which is like 6 gyros, I think. None of the thrusters were able to stop it. This is just a total clang out here. So I think, yeah, if I could get... Oh, man, I'm going to get smacked by these solar panels. If I could get... If I could just get that one block. If I could get... Oh, what was that noise? Oh, God. That kind of sounded like... I could see my body stuck to one of the spots. Like the dead engineer that none of used to stick to my ships. Let's get these signals out of here. Whoa! No, turning on the thrusters had no effect because the clang forces were too strong. Plus, I couldn't get back into a cockpit now if I wanted to. We're picking up speed here. Which is a bit of a issue. Yeah. The station is picking up speed. I can't. I don't know, folks. This could be an anticlimactic... My health is low. Let's see. Ready? Here we go. Hold on. We're going very fast now, and the server is not... every time I hit it, I take out... I take out like one block, maybe. Yeah, if I drop one of you guys a GPS, would you be able to bring me like a rifle or something? Or come take some pot shots at it yourself?
Sure.
Okay. Give me a second here. I'm gonna hopefully not die while this is happening. All right. Let's see. Where am I? Copy. I didn't really need to make that. All right. Putting it in the faction chat. Yeah. So, I'm not sure how far... Oh, geez, that scares me. Not sure how far away I am, like, if we're going to move away from this GPS, but... Also, I'm seeing parts flying off, which is, interesting. I wonder if it's the mass block. Well, it could just be the roof. But I wonder if that mass block caused a problem.
I've wandered a ways away. You're a second jump away from me.
Alright. I'll just be moving at various different speeds, slowly through space. These are the things that I live for, honestly. This is why I love this game. If it turns out that the dream of dropping the welcome pod on all the planets dies because the station is stuck in an infinite spinning loop for all eternity, And it probably will spin for a very, very long time, given the solar panels are still getting power. Nothing is really using power. And it has a lot of uranium on board. So it'll probably continue spinning for a very, very long time. Unless the server restart is able to stop it at some point. But if there was a failure scenario, I would love it to be this. I would love it to just be clanged out in an unrecoverable state. Just a complete and utter, threat to anything in its way. I'm hearing a lot more clanging now than before, and I'm wondering if the welcome pod on the inside is actually starting to bounce around a little bit. Oh, actually, wait a second. Look at the door at the bottom. You can kind of see the welcome pod is clanged into the door. Oh, that is odd. Yeah, you can see the welcome pod clipping through the door on the bottom. The roof might not be the problem. But who knows? I see a ship moving out there. I'm hoping that's you. Oh wait, that might be an asteroid. Oh, it looks like an asteroid. Never mind.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'm still 5 minutes out.
Yeah, no worries. This is entertaining enough to watch. I could try dying a couple more times. If the problem is the welcome pod stuck in the door, I don't know if that makes this easier or harder, but if we could pot shot that piece that's sticking through the door, we might have a chance here. So we might have to be careful that assuming we recover from this, we don't have the welcome pod constructed when we jump. We jump, activate the blueprint, weld it up real quick, drop it, and that's it.
Speaking of, did you disconnect the welcome pod?
No, it's still connected.
Okay.
So it's still connected, which means it's on a hinge, and it's being pulled down into the... If it's stuck in the door, that means it's being pulled down into the door.
And if it's made contact with the door, has its mag plates on auto lock?
Probably, yeah. Probably. And that door is going to be pretty difficult. It's going to take a long time to shoot the door off if that's what we wanted to do.
That's when we bust out the rockets.
Yep.
You can clip this into a very interesting short.
I very well might. I haven't put out a short in a long time. Now would be a great time for like a Starship Enterprise to come by and rescue me. We're moving, I think on average, about 15 meters per second.
Nunya, are you coming in a ship that, along the, let's say, Hammerhead design?
No.
Oh, because you could have slammed into the...
I do have a ship with me with huge mag plates on the front of it, but immediately behind those are jump drives.
Yeah, you're gonna... anything that gets close to this is gonna take a pretty good hit.
Yeah.
So...
Well, unless he has more mass than yours.
Yeah, I mean, it's still gonna be a pretty good hit, though. Like, you're gonna take some damage. There is a possibility that we could shoot the two connections and let the welcome wagon go free and hope it doesn't smash into the station. The station gyros are on override, so it should stop, but we'd be taking a big chance. So, yeah.
If I could ask for a flashback to it, a couple of previous episodes, Nunyas won't be attacked by your defense system, will he?
No, he should be part of the... he should be friendly and not neutral or... God, it better not shoot at you. That would just be the end of it. Then you'd have to, like, I'd have to go over to you and get a gun, and then I'd be the only one taking pot shots at it.
Okay, my partially constructed ship does have functional blocks, so it is owned. So it is friendly.
Okay. I might have to drop you a new GPS because we've moved a bit. If you don't see a giant spinning thing whenever you come in...
Okay. Let's see, jump drives are saying 25 seconds.
At some point, I'm going to have to die again and get my health back, or my power. I'm going to run low on power. Luckily, I can still it can still spit out clones pretty easily. Like I'm lucky that the survival kit is exposed to the outside.
You know, my suggestion about the sound block that screamed in the drop pod
Yep.
was stupid 2 episodes ago. But
Yeah.
right now, it would be pretty interesting.
It would be great. It would be
You hear
fantastic.
that thing screaming as it's...
Ah, ah. Well, we will know if, because the weapons don't have the range. The defensive block will lock onto you and the lights will kick on way before you get within range of the weapons. So we'll know if it's going to be a problem before you get here. But I doubt that it will be.
Or it will jump and leave you.
Yeah, it's possible that another jump will fix the spinning. I hadn't even thought of that. But at the time, I didn't realize what was actually clinging out.
Are you thinking that a jump will suck up enough of the ship's power that you could then die and respawn and take control from the control panel that quickly?
No. I don't think there's any way. I'm just thinking if I had stayed in the cockpit, then I could have potentially just jumped again. But
Yeah, I'm not immediately seeing a spinny thing.
let's see. Do I see you
a
anywhere?
beacon pop up?
You're not going to see a beacon. It doesn't have
my
a...
beacon is on. It's 3 kilometers, I believe.
Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm 8K away from where I was. Give me a second, I'll drop you another one. I might see you. It's hard to tell.
That's 10,000 kilometers.
Yeah, we're starting to pick up speed here. We're going 20 meters per second, basically. It's shifting. The speed is shifting up and down quite a bit. So.
Okay, apparently it does not like the old location matches the name of the new location, so I'm deleting the location I'm currently at. There. Then... Okay, if you could resend that GPS.
Yeah. Actually, let me make a new one with a different name. How about that?
There we go. And you are that way.
the GPS, like just watching the GPS move away is like, it's like kind of doing a corkscrew. Yeah, we're moving pretty fast now. We're starting to pick up speed. The Clang drive that I've just invented is accelerates just about as fast as the station did with its one thruster. So, I mean, we're not doing too bad, but. I'm assuming you're going to come from
There we are.
the direction there. There we go. Now you're streaming in.
Energy low.
And my suit energy is low, so might do
There you are.
could do a quick suicide run, or I could maybe just charge up on your ship after my game unfreezes from you loading in.
Gonna come plant your feet and I'll get my survival kit shared and whatnot. Let's see. Kick in the hydrogen so I can catch you.
Yeah. Oh, we're almost up to 40. We're going 40 meters per second now.
Alright,
There's a
closing in,
lot
2
of
kilometers
asteroids coming up too, which is... Can't tell which way we're actually going here. I think we're going more this way. So hopefully we don't hit that. I think we're good, but... That would probably be, I would say, a problem if the whole thing just smashed into an asteroid. With my luck, it would have uranium in it, though. I do wonder if this thing is going to break max speed somehow. If we let it keep going, I kind of want to let it keep going, but we probably shouldn't. Yeah, almost there. We're increasing speed. We're accelerating faster than before. Like, we are really accelerating now. No indication that it's going to shoot at you, so...
Yeah.
It's really starting to glitch out, too. Alright. I'm gonna...
Alright, damped to it.
Alright, I'm damped to you now instead of it, because it was driving me crazy. How the hell... Oh, no! You might have gotten a little bit too close.
Yeah. Back up there.
There goes my solar panel, that's okay. Not super critical.
Lost one jump drive.
Oh,
Still
shit.
auto damped to it. Alright.
Energy
Did
critical.
Clang settle?
How do I get into this thing? Yeah, you might-
Up on the landing pads on there.
Okay,
You can walk down a...
cool.
Okay, that's... Nope, if I get out of the cockpit, we lose.
Where's your survival kit? Just give me directions. So I gotta go down. Is there a down? I don't remember.
Up to the bridge that I'm standing in, then around to the right.
Oh, I see. No, that's the left. What do you mean up to the bridge and then around to the right? Like... The right is this way? My right or your right?
So yeah, my right is I'm staring at your ship.
Yeah, okay, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm down here.
If I'm in the big blue ship, if you land on one of the platforms
Yeah.
and take one of the doors on either side, shit, we're getting close again.
Yeah, we're going very fast now. And also
okay, we're auto damped.
my ping is kind of low.
Oh, come on.
Did we just lose something
Don't make
else?
me lose another jump drive.
I might just respawn out of my ship again.
Okay.
Ah, darn.
No.
I love your airlocks.
Isn't
Share
it?
with faction.
Yeah, aren't they great? No, I just sat in a chair. I'm good.
There. Okay, where is your ship now? What direction am I going? I think that's the problem. It's not going in a consistent direction.
Yeah, it's all over the place. That's why the... Oh, God. It's, yeah. Yeah, there it goes, man. That might be the end. That might be the end.
Well, we're not heading toward an asteroid now. So if I can just get kind of close and turn dampeners off.
Do you have a rifle I could grab out of anywhere?
The assembler should have rifles and ammo.
Let's see. I need to find a conveyor access.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay,
Oh,
I'll
man,
slow
I'm
down
just...
so I'm not approaching
I am
too
just watching.
fast.
I'm watching parts flying, just like floating by. There goes another solar panel.
Okay.
You couldn't have hit it in a way that unclanged it, huh?
There. You should have access to everything now.
All right, I'm trying to find an available port somewhere. Aha. All right. What sort of... Here we go. Here we go.
Come on now.
Yep.
I do still have braking thrusters, right?
Let's see. The station has taken some damage. I'm struggling to auto damp to it. Yeah. I can't get close enough to... Ooh. Oh, jeez. I can't get close enough to auto damp to it. Without... Nope! Oh my god. Well, that was a heart stopper. Yep. Well, I gotta move at pretty much max speed to keep up with it now. It's really hard to keep up with it and even hit anything because plus every so often the server glitches out. I'm aiming for the roof in the hopes of maybe taking out some of these unwelded blocks. Because I know I'm not going to get that door. I just blew up something. Oh, gee. Did I just glitch through it? I may have just glitched through the station. Once again, I am torn between the destruction of my own creation and getting to watch things go boom.
Yeah, I've totally lost you again.
Yeah, I've kind of lost myself here. I'm just... You know, it's a metaphor for life, really. We fly aimlessly through space, watching the things we love, you know, get hit with rifle fire. I don't know, maybe that was a little too dark. It occurs to me, though, even if I... There's just far too many close calls here, right? Like, I'm getting... This thing is like, I get close and it just, like, flips around me and misses. I gotta get... The rotation is wrong, and... I'm gonna aim for that door, but... I don't know, man. Well, there went something. Whoa, whoa, the server. We are going so fast. Oh, wait a minute. Now we're going not fast at all. What the hell is going on? I still can't damp to it. I'm going to keep trying to damp to... There we go. I'm auto-damped. There we go. That will help. Maybe not because the server's freaking out. The station is slowing. The station is slowing. It's possible that the explosions and the collisions have slowed it. Everything is blowing up except the thing I need to blow up.
A Pro 1 would be handy right now.
Yeah, good luck actually hitting the target. I feel like oh, now we're picking up speed again. Yeah, it's getting to the point where the server is kind of struggling to keep a... Sorry, I'm shooting and talking at the same time. I'm trying to hit this little piece of green that's sticking out through the door, but I have no idea how good I'm aiming here. And then things on the other side of the ship blow up periodically, which is just fun. It's definitely... Let's see. Let's assess some damage real quick here. We definitely lost one entire jump drive, and one is on fire. And of course the one solar panel. But other than that, other than the things that I've just shut off, it's not in that bad of a shape. Like if we can get it to stop spinning... Yeah, well, there went something.
Oh, lost a thruster. There we go.
We're going to have a... We're only going to be able to do this till I run out of power or hydrogen. And I don't think the... I'm not under any illusion that this is going to actually have any effect here.
You know, if you can make a warhead, you could arm it and then play it with.
That's true. Are you able to catch up? We're going pretty slow now. We could, if you have
lost what direction you were going.
Hang on. Let me drop you a GPS. All right. We've slowed down a little bit, but we're not really... We haven't slowed down the spinning at all. Maybe it'll hit this unknown signal. Oh, I got it. It stopped. We got it.
Nice.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So all right, the entire welcome pod, this may, just so everybody's aware, this may add a day onto my agenda. The entire welcome pod, I think, the entire welcome pod is gone. So, did it disconnect? Oh, we're still moving. I need to stop the ship. Hang on. The thrusters aren't on. Or the... There we go. I don't want to turn the hydrogen thrusters on because they will destroy a good chunk of the ship. But yeah, we will eventually kind of slow down here. Let's see. Are the side thrusters thrusting? rear thrusters are thrusting. They're probably going to burn a hole in my mining ship. I'm just going to leave it slowly slowing down here. Okay, so yeah, I think what happened is the welcome pod detached, and then how could that have happened? How on earth could that have the entire welcome pod is gone, which means it had to have been pulled down. I'm hoping that's you streaming in here. Which means it would have had to have gotten pulled down and then broken off from the ship, unless I just got lucky and that was everything that was destroyed. Because it doesn't seem that the hinge arm is clanging at all, because the roof is still here. Huh.
Seems like you down there.
I honestly have no idea how that happened, but I can tell you one thing. We're going to open the bottom doors in the hopes that this doesn't happen again. Okay, well, let's assess the rest of the damage. I see a lot of things on fire. And, of course, we are still trying to slow down a bit here. Definitely lost a jump drive. I don't have good tools anymore, do I? No, I do not. Okay. This jump drive is nearly dead, but luckily the jump drives... let's see. Oh, you're good. You're just empty. The jump drives on the front of the new ship are just about unharmed, which is good. So I still have all those. That's good. I do... Yeah, I do wonder if the artificial mass block on the bottom did, like, during the jump, is what pulled it down. And then finally destroying it, or like unleashing it, basically just caused the whole grid to explode or something. I don't know. It's odd that it severed exactly at the merge block. Right, that's what I think is weird. Like, the merge block above it is completely undamaged. So I don't understand, in a space engineer's type manner, how that could have been possible. Like, I would understand it having been pulled down, right, by the mass block or the jump or whatever, but I'm not sure how it would have known. Right there is the place. Right? Well, anyway. What time is it? I think it's about time I end the stream anyway. So I think what I need to do, though, is get... we're going to leave you on fire. I need some... Man, honestly, there's not a whole lot of damage other than the two places where it hit your ship, which is the jump drive and the solar panels. So, thank you very much. Like, I owe you big time. I mean, I already owed you big time from several other things, but if you need gold, you probably don't. You never do. But if you need gold, you could take some. I'm gonna make some new solar panels here. How did I have this? We still got... Are all those still good? So it's really just the ones that blew up, huh? Or the ones that hit it. Okay, I need some parts. I'm going to rebuild these solar panels, and then I'm going to call it a day. So the next stream, let me get some solar panels in the works here, and then let's see. Production. I think I want to make like 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, even all of the cargo network is still intact. I mean, honestly, this is the absolute craziest thing because I did not at all expect to recover from this. So, yeah, that's nuts. All right. Well, I'm going to rebuild these solar panels, and then I'm going to call it a day. And then next stream, we will finish the Welcome Wagon and then go from there. So we might be able to finish it up and then go do like a test drop, or we might just finish it up and do the next. So the next stream will be Sunday. We might do next Thursday as the official drop day. I really would like to get this. I really would like to get the drop to happen as soon as possible. But
I mean, it has been neat watching you get run over by the Welcome Wagon.
you know, honestly, it was a warm welcome. So. This is, you know, as long as I can entertain people with the shenanigans, you know, and this is the kind of thing that, like, you know, if you were on a single player world or something like that. How did I not grab steel plate? Because I completely forgot.
Let's turn off auto damp before it rams into you. There we go.
Yeah, it should be coming to a stop if it hasn't already.
Yeah. You came to a stop, but my auto damp thought you were still moving and was slowly creeping the ship closer.
Well, that'll happen. All right, I think I had 4 solar panels. 4 solar panels was enough to keep the thing going pretty much at all times, as long as it had sunlight. Right, 1, 2, 3. You know, I think I had 1 more on this side there. No, maybe not. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. We'll review the footage, and maybe I'll add another one. But either way, I think we're good. So, none of, once again, you've saved my butt. Do you want your rifle back?
Since there's a stack of 5, I'm pretty sure you picked up. Sure.
Oh, did I take a stack?
Stacking is a thing now.
Did I really take a stack? Oh my god, I did. I didn't even realize. I just grabbed the icon and the stack of things. Where is a place that I could drop these back off at? You really like to cover up all your ports, don't you?
Yeah. It's prettier that way. And actually, it won't go in here. There's a...
All right, where are you physically right now?
on top of the left landing platform.
Okay.
And there. This connector's shared now.
All right, hold on, I gotta figure out
I
where
have a suit radio that could help.
okay. There we go. All right. So you could have your gun and the remainder of your ammo back. Thank you very much. I will try not to clang the entire thing out again.
Yeah. Any other supplies needed while I'm here?
Let me just double check. None of the cargo containers took... Let's see, that one took a little damage. Yeah, no, where everything's good. Everything is maintained still, so... I think we're good. I'm just going to finish building these solar panels and then off I go. Okay, you guys are going to have to remind me next stream to build better tools again. If I remember before I leave, I'll queue them up. You have to remind me to grab them. All right. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I think I did have another one on the side because it had a turret on it that isn't there anymore. And so I'll put 2 more on. Where's my... Here we go. All right, so for next time, tomorrow, I think Pat and I are still doing EDF 5. We're getting very close to the end. We're in the hundreds, mission number 100 something. 606, I think. I think we're like six missions from the end, but they're getting harder. So we'll see. But I'm pretty sure we're doing that tomorrow. And then Sunday, I'll be back with more Space Engineers, where we will attempt to recover from the spinning clang of doom. I don't know. We should name the event. There we go. So that was pretty good. See, like what I was going to say was, in single player, you know, I would have just, for a thing like that, I would probably have just gone into admin tools and said, like, stop this thing's motion, or copied and pasted it real quick to try to reset the grid. Like, there's a whole bunch of things you could do to try to figure out what's going on. But, you know, I do like that you're here, you are stuck, right? Like, you have to think your way out of it. That is the one thing that I like about the server. There is no, you know, no matter how tempted you are, there's no falling back on the, you know, admin tools. Let's see if I could rebuild this real quick. What did I just, why did you not go into there? Need gravity components. Oh, because I'm full of scrap metal. That makes sense.
Energy low.
There we go. Go charge up while it's making those parts. So I'm just going to repair this jump drive and then head out. How bad was your damage? Did you just lose the jump drive?
A couple landing gear on the front, a couple solar panels, a hydrogen thruster, and some greebles around it. Lost the hydrogen thruster between these two drills, but the drills were unharmed.
Of course, there. Yeah. I had on my mining ship here. Yeah, I've got the drills on the front, and then I've got this like ejector system kind of hanging down the bottom, off the back of the drills. And almost every time I go mining, I hit the stone too hard, and the drills are perfectly fine, but all 3 of these blocks in the ejector system will take damage and shut down. And I think it's happened to the, let's see, the ore detector is actually slightly damaged right now. And then the pink light that's underneath, in between them, that tells me when they're full, that also takes damage whenever I'm drilling. Yeah, the drills really like to transfer the damage. I should probably just set up a welder for this real quick. It'd be faster. How are we doing on the parts? Give me that. Yeah, this is going to take a long time. I'm going to let it keep building these things, but I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the day, I think. I'll keep building. All right. Apparently oh, you know, hey, wait a second. Oh, no, I just wasn't in range. I thought I had destroyed the gravity generator, and then I thought maybe that was the thing that released the clang, but that was not the case. How much damage did I actually do on the door? The door took... I was shooting at the gate pretty much the entire time, and the gate took 1 steel plate of damage. So I guess I did manage to actually hit the 1 block of the welcome pod that was sticking through the gate door. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. All right, folks. thanks for hanging out. Hope that was as entertaining for you as it was stress-inducing for me. And maybe I'll see you all tomorrow for EDF, and if not, then hopefully Sunday for more Space Engineers. And I will talk to you later. Have a good one.